Have you ever heard of a fish that preferred land over water? Well, buckle up, because this tale is as real as the air you're breathing. Picture this. It's the dry season. The rivers have dwindled to mere trickles, the creeks are almost empty, and the fish? They're swimming sideways to stay submerged. But wait, what's that leaping from puddle to puddlet? Yes, a fish. A fish that seemed to have an unusual affinity for land. It didn't just swim, it hopped and crawled, jumping from one puddle to another. Now, any angler worth his salt wouldn't let a catch like this get away. So into the bucket it went, ready for a trip home. But this was no ordinary fish. It had a mind of its own, popping its head out of the bucket, looking around with what one could only describe as curiosity. Then the unthinkable happened. The fish jumped out of the bucket and sat next to me on the front seat. In that moment, I knew this fish was not meant for the frying pan. It was destined for something much grander. An idea sparked. What if this fish could be trained to live out of water? It seemed to already have a taste for terrestrial life. So began the experiment. Every morning the fish would be taken out of its water barrel and placed on the dewy grass. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the fish started staying longer on the grass without getting listless. Fast forward a few months, and we had a fish that refused to drink water, that could wriggle along the dusty roads and even lay on a sandy beach soaking up the sun. It had, for all intents and purposes, become a land animal. It was more than just a pet. It was a companion. It played fetch, went to parties, and even enjoyed a good movie. Life was perfect. Until one day, it wasn't. While crossing an old bridge, the fish fell through some loose boards into the creek below. The fish, once a creature of the water, now a creature of the land, drowned. And so, our tale concludes. A tale of a fish that tried to evolve beyond its species, of a man who tried to help it, and of a tragic end that reminds us of the delicate balance of nature. So the next time you see a fish leaping out of the water, remember this story. Remember the fish that almost evolved more. Remember, evolution is a slow process that takes millions of years, but in the end, it's all about survival, isn't it?